All praises to Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shai. Excuse me. All praises to Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shai. Bashem Rakar Kradash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. And Shalom to the nation of Israel. And this is going to be a lesson on how the Edomite woman's princess status is going to be erased, man. Right? And this is something based on what I see, where like the Edomite woman gets so much praise in this world, right? And gets viewed as though, oh, she's just such a way better option than dating an Israelite woman. And to a certain degree, that's true, right? But when you hear the Edomite man complaining and crying about the dating market, right? What woman do you think he's complaining about? What woman do you think it is that he's got a grievance with, man? Is it not the Edomite woman? Is it not the so-called white woman? Now, part of his grievance is because he's under the curses, right? And his women are starting to change their way how they look at him because they're realizing that he's losing his power, right? And they're starting to try and jump on the bandwagon to Jake, thinking that they're going to replace the Israelite woman, man. And I'm here to say in this lesson, you Edomite women are not going to be replacing the Israelite woman. You're not going to be doing that, right? None of you Edomite women, I don't care how much dick any of you Edomite women slop off. You could stop every Israelite man, like all you Edomite women could change away from the Edomite man right now tonight. And all the fine, I'm on about the fine ones and real Edomite women that are fine, just in case you want to try and make it like they ain't women, Edomite women that are hot, they is. And you could try and sleep with the Israelite man, treat him nice, rub his back, rub his belly, give him a massage when his ankle hurts. You know what I mean? Give him a pectoral massage, give him a massage on his damn traps, massage his back muscles out and all that, massage his bicep, massage his wrists, his hands, his forearms out, yeah, massage his damn quads, hamstrings, massage his damn calcaneus, his flipping soleus, his gastrocnemius, massage all of his damn muscles out to this, so soft and sort of like a damn flour dough, yeah, you still are not ending up under the new covenant, none of you, you're still not, none of you Edomite women are going to get the birthright back by sleeping with Jake. That child's an Israelite. You're still an Edomite. Just like how a lot of Israelite women right now, they all get gassed up when they have a baby by a so-called white man, thinking that they're now not under the curses. No, your child's an Edomite, and they're not under the curses. You're still under Deuteronomy 28, my dear, my petal. You're still under Deuteronomy 28. You ain't getting that. Right, now let me get this. 1 Corinthians chapter 15 and verse 51. Behold, I show you a mystery. We, talking about the Israelites, shall not all sleep, but we shall all be changed. The Israelites are going to be the ones that are getting changed. No Edomite woman, I don't care how good of a concubine she was. She could even act better than the Israelite woman in the kingdom. She's still ain't ending up under the new covenant. It don't make a difference. No Edomite woman, there's nothing no Edomite woman can do to end up under the new covenant. And the Edomite woman's princess status is going to be erased, man. Where she just gets all this praise. Like she's just so so much more of a better choice than any other woman in the world, man. And it's not true. A lot of these so-called white women, they're demons as well. And if you was to date enough of them, you would see that they're demons as well, man. Right? Okay, do they run their mouth like Eve? No. But do they do other things that are demonic? That you'd be like, man, Eve can't even get away with doing that kind of thing. Do they do that? Yeah. So don't be thinking that, like, you have to remember this. Hey, so lucky, yeah, but it's funny. You have to remember this. No matter who we date in this world, we're still Jake. We're still under the curses. So we can't escape the curses by dating another woman of a different nation. It can seem like we're escaping it to a certain degree, but you ain't escaping nothing. They're still gonna be like, let's say you date some pretty Filipino woman, some pretty Indian woman, some pretty Ishmaelite woman. When she gets around her people, they're still gonna be talking in their language, all that biryani, talking all that shit, right? Talking about you. Why are you with him? Oh, why are you stirring up the pot? Oh, you're embarrassing. Is he Muslim? And then they're gonna look at you and smile. But it's kind of a bit different with Esau because you speak the same language as him. But her parents might still not like you. Oh, I'm upset that she's dating a black. It's going to be like that. They might not like it, or they might smile in your face, but they don't like you really. The only time we're gonna get respect is when we're in the kingdom, man. Right now, we ain't getting that, but I'm focusing on the Edomite woman. Her princess image is gonna be erased, man, because she's a demon too, and she's actually thinking in her mind that she can, because the Israelite woman's so wicked right now, which she is. The Israelite woman's wicked right now to us, man. She's been a demon to us, man. But the Edomite woman is actually thinking that she can escape what her man's destined to go through by trying to run to us. And it's not going to work, man. It's not going to work that way. No Edomite woman is escaping Obadiah 1 and 18. Part of the reason why the Israelite man's going to even deal with the Edomite woman in the kingdom is as a ha, 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 ha to the Edomite man. It's not because we just love, oh man, I can't wait for the kingdom so that I can love me a snow bunny. that's not what it is. That's not what it is. It's not that we're just so desperate to show how much we love the so-called white woman. Because she's a demon too, man. If we know that women are more wicked than men, so would not the Edomite woman actually be worse than the Edomite man? If you consider that, she would have to consider that maybe that's the case, right? But let's go to this verse 52. In a moment, in the twinkling of an eye, at the last trump, for the trumpet shall sound, and the dead shall be raised, incorruptible, and we shall be changed. Not one Edomite woman is going to experience this, man. But they're thinking that they can. And you Israelite women should be ashamed, and you should be angry that the Edomite woman is actually trying to replace you. But you're so, like, the more that the time goes by, man, I'm starting to really realize, and like, people can say, oh, this guy hates women, man. He hates women. I don't give a damn about none of that, what you got to say. The more as time goes by, I'm realizing that women really are dumb. Like, the things that they think actually mean something and are of worth are dumb, man. When they're talking and they think that they know what they're talking about, it's dumb. Like, the things that they're thinking are dumb, man. And if you was to actually let them be in charge of something, it would just be dumb. It would just be all mirthed off, full of emotions based, no reality, not thinking about whether actually what they want to do is actually safe to do. They just want to do it. Like what a damn child wants to do, man. Like what a child lives like. I want it. Like a child will just go into the freezer. You see all these videos online. Children just going into the freezer, taking off the ice cream lid, taking their whole hand and just slapping it on the thing and scraping at it and eating it. That's how women live their life, man. Just do things, use equipment, use things around the house, do things around and breaking and just breaking things, man. They just do things and then break things, man. Just going around breaking things. And that's how they maneuver around the earth. But the Edomite woman's been a big part of that. The Edomite woman's been a big part of breaking you Israelite women so that they're as wicked as they are towards us. And then now that she's realizing that her man's through, she got the nerve to try and go to your man that you should be being with. And you women are so dumb that you're letting them do it. And that's why every now and again when there's a like worldly Israelite man that's got all the worldly trinkets, right? They end up getting scooped up and like manipulated and like wooed and be like, oh man, I've never been treated like this by some Edomite woman. And she didn't even have to do nothing really special. And she ends up taking a man that could have been with you. And then you now all of a sudden want to start crying and complaining. Oh, every time a man gets rich money, he gets with a white woman. Stop being a demon then. Stop being a demon. And then maybe the men would pick you, but you can't not do it. Stop going into men's phones. Stop stalking what men are doing. Stop pretending to be angry that a man's got another woman. Stop pretending that you actually really care that much, man, because y'all don't really care that much, man. And stop thinking that you can have another man because your man's got another woman. How about that? How about that? And then and a good example of a woman like this is Brittany Renner, man. Brittany Renner was literally gifted an extremely high level of beauty, and she's through. One of the best things that a woman can literally be dumb as hell, but be submissive, shy, like feminine. just in general feminine. And if you're a woman and you don't understand what that means, you're an idiot. Men understand what it means if women say that a man is masculine. We understand what that means. We understand what it means to be masculine, right? You women don't understand what it means to be feminine. You think it means putting on makeup and looking like a woman, but a man can do that. So looking like a woman is not even that impressive no more because men have been able to pull it off. Men have been able to go to a surgeon, do all that stuff, but they ain't feminine either. And then you've got some of these bozos, freaks, that they actually got the nerve to try and say that they're more feminine than some of you women. They got the nerve to say that. Like, this world, man, is lost, and Edomite women have helped to get there. Edomite women have helped this world be as free as it is, and then they're thinking that they're going to try and escape it all now by going running to the Israelite man. No, you're not. All this, oh, I slept with the Israelite man. I'll give him whatever he wants. I never even surprise him with him sometimes. I make him all kind of food. I learned to season food. I even wash my chicken. Yeah, I no longer boil my minced beef. Like, I just be cooking it up, scooping it up. I'm scooping it. I learned to twerk. All these dumb. I learned to dance. I did a mean dirty wine on him the other day. I did a real dirty wine. We did this thing one talking like I'd give him a real ducky wine the other day. Yeah, and he loved it. He loved it. And we did one like daggering thing that he did with me the other day. And we was listening to Bag Marley. You know what I mean? All that ain't escaping Obadiah 1 and 18, man. It don't matter how nice you are. Could have been so much nicer than an Israelite woman. The Israelite woman's getting ended up under the new covenant, and you're not. The Israelite man is ending up under the new covenant, and the Edomite man's not as well, Eve. So all you Israelite women right now that you're with the Edomite man right now, and he's got money, and you ignore every other thing that you don't like about him because he's got money, right? Which you know that you're doing that. He's not ending up in the new covenant. And if you women, like, here's what some of you Israelite women have to ask yourself, man, and be real with yourself, you know, right? If the Israelite man had the same level of money and power that the Edomite man's got right now, would you deal with the Edomite instead of him? If the answer is yes, then you really actually do like Edomite men. If the answer is no, then you actually don't really like them, right? And here's the thing that some Israelite men have to ask themselves, right? And be real. If the Israelite woman acted as feminine as you think that the Edomite woman acts like, would you have ever dealt with an Edomite woman in your life? And if the answer is no, well then that's it. Therein lies your situation right there, man. Like, the Edomite woman is not gonna, her princess image, her fake princess image where she's just seen as being so great, that's gonna be destroyed, man. She's gonna start showing herself to be a demon as well, man. You had that Edomite woman that she called that little child the N-word and all that. Some of these Edomite women, because they're not as strong as the Edomite men, when they start doing some of their wickedness, they're going to be aiming their wickedness at people weaker than them. That's going to be children, man. That's going to be children. And other women that are weaker than them or in a lower position in society than them. The Edomite woman's been a liar and had how many Israelite men unalived over the years, man? How many times? Don't be fooled by, because Edomite women are starting to get a bit thick right now. That means anything. In the kingdom, they're going to be thick too. But they're still going to be Edomites though. And we're going to deal with them as well. We're going to deal with them too. They're still going to be Edomites though. They'd still, if it came to it, if they got the chance to get a society like this society again, they would still have that. No matter how much they're going to be submissive to us in the kingdom. If they got the chance to have a society like this again, where we was at the bottom and they was on the top, they'd want that. So we ain't fooled, man. Isaiah chapter 47 and verse 1, come down and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon. Sit on the ground, there is no throne, O daughter of the Chaldeans, for thou shalt know be called tender and delicate. And I can aim this at the Edomite woman as well, man. This is talking about the Edomites in general anyway. So it does include the Edomite woman. She ain't going to be called tender and delicate, man. She's a demon too, man. The Edomite woman's princess image where she just looked at as being so great. Nah. And she's just blonde and she's just walking through places and that. And then she's just always the victim of this. She can just cry. You see an Edomite woman, she can cry at will, you know. A lot of these so-called women, they can cry at will, bro. They can cry at the snap of a finger. I've seen it. It's a demon. It's a demon. You've seen it too. You've seen it. You've came across a Karen in your life. You've came across an Edomite woman that's tried to lie and say something about you before. You've seen it, man. Like, don't, like, the Israelite woman gets bun out and she gets a high level of scrutiny, right? And it's deserved. But guess what? Let's even go to our nation, the Israelites. The Latino woman's a demon too, man. And the Native American woman's fat too. They ain't all looking like Pocahontas. Every single Latino woman and Southern and Northern Kingdom woman don't look like Jennifer Lopez. Some of them are big as hell, man. There's a saying amongst that culture, them tribes called a torta, which is a fat woman, man. And we got one ours too. What is it, man? Big Shirley. We call them Big Shirley. They call theirs torta. Don't be gassed up and thinking that every single Northern Kingdom woman just fine as hell, like young Jennifer Lopez and Shakira and that. Nah, no, they're not. Eva Mendes, Eva Longoria. Nah, they're not, bruv. Some are looking like them Eva Bigoria. It's big as hell, man. They ain't just all, nah. Some of them are looking like the Mexican version of Rasputia too, man. Some of them are fat too, man. The Native American woman, she's fat too, man. And they're coons too. But the people that belong to those, the men that belong to those tribes, should be pointing out what them women are doing as well. It's not just a bun out E thing. It's about rebuking our whole nation. So if you've got stories that are about the women of your nation and your tribe, which is our nation anyway, them stories should come out. Don't just be jumping on the bandwagon of bunning out Eve only. What about the women of the other nation, of the other tribes, man? Are they exempt now just because Eve's a demon? No. They should all be spoken about, man. If you're from Gad and you know some secret info about the women from Gad, why wouldn't you speak on it? Are you trying to make some tribal beefs? If you're from Issachar and you know what the Issacharite woman be doing, right? Why aren't you speaking on that? The truth's supposed to be spoken about, right? If you know from what's going on in your particular tribe, if you're Dominican Republic, you know, your tribe, what's going on in there? What's going on in there, man? Because it can't be a thing where only the so-called African American woman and the Caribbean woman was going off, but only Judah, the Southern Kingdom, were going off. Because why did the other tribes fail then? Why the other tribes not under the new covenant? Why other tribes not in the land of Israel? Why did they get cast out then? In fact, the Northern Kingdom was cast out first and ain't been back. So what's up, man? Don't be fooled and thinking that it's just only Eve that's wicked. All of these women are doing madness out here, man. And the Edomite woman's a demon too. You understand? So you have to just pick a woman that doesn't get on your nerves as much. That's what it really is a thing of. But the Edomite woman is not just floating on angel wing and she's exempt from being an Edomite. No, she's an Edomite, man. And okay, she's feminine and she does her thing and all that, but she's still an Edomite, though. She's still an Edomite. And if the Edomite man got his power back again, like I read it back in the past, would he fall in line? Yeah. Just like how when we get our power, the Israelite woman's going to want to try and fall in line. But guess what? We're going to remember how she was going on when we didn't have our power. So we ain't going to accept that. Whereas the Edomite man's such a simp and a sucker, he would try and accept his woman, trying to come back after all of that, man. But we ain't like that. We're going to remember how you Israelite woman was going on. And we ain't going to accept it. And to shame some of you, we are going to actually allow the Edomite woman to seem like she's getting a position before you. But the position that she's going to get is not going to be where she's under the new covenant, no. She's going to be a concubine before some of you Israelite women even get the chance to be a wife. And you're going to have to become a wife on the second go round through reincarnation, man. And them Edomite women that was concubines at the time when you was alive, the first go round, are going to have been long dead and gone through natural causes of them just living and being old. And then you'll come back and then you'll get it right the next time, man. And them Edomite women would have still have not been part of the new covenant. They would have got to be close to the Israelite man, but it still don't make them get to be under the new covenant, man. Verse 2, take the millstones and grind meal, uncover thy locks, make bare the leg, uncover the thigh, pass over the rivers. And this is going to happen to the to the Edomite woman as well, man. Okay, she's acting nice towards Jake and all that. We love you, black man. We miss you, black man, and all that. Okay, blah, blah, blah. But you're still an Edomite, though. And we ain't deceived into thinking that you're all of a sudden not an Edomite and you're just righteous. We ain't deceived by that, man. We ain't deceived into thinking that you just didn't have no parts in our captivity. Like you couldn't have just told us anything about what the so-called white man was doing because you just didn't know. Nah, you knew. You knew what was going on. Verse 3, thy nakedness shall be uncovered, yea, thy shame shall be seen. I will take vengeance and I will not meet thee as a man. As for our Redeemer, Yahweh of hosts his name, the Holy One of Israel, sit thou silent, get thee into darkness, O daughter of the Chaldeans, for now shalt no one be called Lady of Kingdom. And that's going to happen to Edomites in general, but it's also going to happen to the Edomite woman, man. When it speaks about they that see thee shall narrowly look upon thee and consider thee, okay, it's talking about the elites for starters. Then it's talking about the Edomite man in general, but it's also talking about the Edomites in general, man. And you're going to start to see that some of these Edomite women that you thought was all fine and all that, that actually they was doing a lot of maintenance and behind the scenes work too, man. And we're going to realize that the reason why a lot of these Israelite women look ugly and fat is because of the curses, man. Right? The Israelite woman's been catching hell too, man. And part of the hell that she was catching, she was persuaded to F us over, so we don't really feel too much mercy to her. But she screwed us over, man. Now I'm trying to look for a scripture in there that goes into the women's attractiveness was changed because of the grievance, man, or something like that, man. I know it says something in there. There's something in there like that, man. That the women's beauty was changed because of the adversity, man. I'm gonna have to get, if I can't find it, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna try and find it in my book. So lucky, 1 second. All right. So what I found it. What I was looking for, right? It's here in verse 26 of First Maccabees. Right. Here's what it says. It says, so that the beauty, it's gonna be so that the princes and elders mourned, the virgins and young men were made feeble, and the beauty of women was changed. Right. The oppression that we was going through during the Hellenization under Antiochus Epiphanes, right, was so brutal that the women's beauty was changed, man. So why do you think that the Israelite woman, on average, is not that attractive, man? That's to the point where when you see a very attractive Israelite woman, you're like, man, yeah, Israelite women actually are quite beautiful, man. And then you come back to reality when you see one of them big up ones, man, and you're like, actually, nah, they're not again, right? But and then you might go and then you see an Israelite woman again that's beautiful, and you're like, raw, yeah, they really are quite beautiful, huh? And then you come back to reality again because you don't see the average Israelite woman don't just look like that. Most of them have a dumb weave on their head, right? They're fat, and then they'll be looking at you like you're support, like you'll be walking on the street, not even attracted to this Israelite woman, and she'll actually be trying to look at you like you're trying to holler, like she's preparing to say no. These times you're actually thinking about, man, how can I try and avoid even looking at this woman? Or what thing on the floor can I look at instead of looking at her because I don't want to make her think she's getting no ego boost off me. Like it's just all bugged out, man. That the Israelite woman on average is just not attractive, but why though? Because she's been under oppression, man. Okay, the Israelite woman doesn't like her hair, but what have you scumbag Edomite women been doing over the years to try and make her not like her hair? Talking about some old professional hairstyles and all of that. Oh, that hairstyle is not professional, but that's how her hair grows out of her head, though. So she isn't natural. It's not natural for her to have a ponytail. It's not natural for her to have a ponytail. And you made your Edomite man think that be saying, "Oh yeah, don't have that hairstyle," but it really was your idea because you didn't want a woman to be seen as beautiful if she has a hairstyle that you can't have because you was insecure, man. You think we don't know? You think we don't know some of the things that you Edomite women are doing? And that's what I'm saying in this video, which I do a lot of videos burning at the Israelite woman, but I also understand that the Edomite woman's a demon too, man. Doesn't matter how fat her ass is, right? Doesn't matter how much her body is emulating an Israelite woman's body. So what? She's still a demon, man. She's just a big booty Edomite woman that's going to be going into captivity. That's all it is. It's just a fine woman. Like, you think there wasn't no attractive Israelite women that went into captivity? You think that? You think an attractive Edomite woman in the kingdom can't work in the mines if she got a funky attitude? You think she can't? You think she can't be picking cotton? You think a fine Edomite woman's gonna be so like we're just gonna be such simps for the Edomite woman that we're gonna be like, nah, don't let that tender Edomite woman's delicate hands pick any cotton. Nah, that's messed up, man. Look how pretty she is, man. And she can't even handle the heat, man. Because they're burning the skin. You know their skin's translucent, innit? You think we're gonna be saying that? No. Pretty Israelite women catch hell. So why ain't pretty Edomite women gonna catch hell, man? And by the time they get to 50 years old and they be working in the sun all day, they wear them leather coat skins, man. You know what I mean? That's what it's gonna be. And don't get sour. Oh, look how evil this guy is, how he's talking. What did your people really do? I'm only talking about it. What have your people actually did? What have your people actually did, man? Huh? Verse 26 again. In fact, verse 25 first. Therefore, there was a great mourning in Israel in every place they were where they were, so that the princes and elders mourned, the virgins and young men were made feeble, and the beauty of women was changed. And that's why the Israelite woman on average is not attractive no more, man. They're overweight. They're like, the minimum weight that they might be is like 180, going up to like 350, man. You understand? And they're all pretending in their mind that they're fine and that they're attractive in that way, but they know they're not. Because if there was a pill that they could take, right, that was healthy and had no side effects and made them be 100 pounds lighter when they're all that 250 stuff, they'd take it. And if it made them curvy everywhere that they want to be curvy, have the ting round everywhere they want the ting round, have the shape everywhere they want the shape, have it firm everywhere they want it to be firm, and soft everywhere they want it to be soft, they'd take it. And that's why I don't take it seriously when women say that they're happy being fat and all that and trying, oh, I'm happy being fat. I like my food. No, you don't. You know you're not happy being fat, man. No, you're not. You just know that it's a hard path to lose all the weight and you don't want to do the hard work to lose it, man. No, you don't. Just like how no man would happily want to be poor. If he could get money given to him for nothing, for doing nothing, he'd accept it. Let's just be real in life, man. But back to the topic, the Edomite woman's not just gonna escape judgment, man. She ain't gonna escape judgment, and her princess image is gonna go, man. That princess image that she's tried to push out there, where she's just so nice and all. No, they're not nice, man. No, they're not. Are they nicer than an Israelite woman? Okay, yeah, but that's not really hard to do, is it? Listen, man. The scriptures say it's better to dwell in a rooftop. It's better to dwell in the house with a dragon and a lion than with a contentious woman. The first woman that's talking about is an Israelite woman. So if all you have to do to be better than an Israelite woman is not be like a dragon and a lion, then of course the Edomite woman can come through and try and act like she's something good. Of course, all she has to do is shut her mouth every now and again, make some dinner, right, and open up the legs. Oh, wow, she's so great. No, it's just the Israelite woman's a demon right now. She ain't so great. She's an Edomite. You understand? She's an Edomite too, man. The women are Edomites too. It's not just the men from the nation that are Edomites. No, the women are Edomites too, man. And a harsh truth that men that might have a so-called white woman would have to consider is that, okay, she treated you good and all that. Yeah, she treats you good and all that, right? And you get along with her. And she could be a white Jake. Okay, she could be a white Jake. But she could also be a red Hebrew Edomite too. Right? She could be a red Hebrew Israelite, right? She could be a red Hebrew Israelite, right? But she could also be a red Hebrew Edomite, man. That's also possible as well, man. And She might still be able to get a little pass through with you onto the kingdom. But she still is just the Edomite though. She might still be able to be your concubine in the kingdom, right? But you're still going to have all these other women. And the Israelite women that you get in the kingdom are going to be better. Like, here's one thing that we need, that we definitely know. The Israelite woman is going to be a better choice to date than any other woman, because her mind is never going to be led astray against you. She's going to be the woman that's the most accepting of you dealing with other women. Can you believe it? The Israelite woman's going to be the most accepting of you dealing with other women, man. She's going to be the least have something to say about it, man. She's going to be happy that you've got, she's not going to care that you've got Edomite women with concubines. She's not she's not going to care that you're going to have fine, big booty Cushite women. Fine, big booty Edomite women and Elamite women and Persian women and all that. The women from the Japhet. She ain't going to care. She's going to have so much, she's going to know that she's still above all them women. And she's going to know that no matter how, okay, my man slept with you and all that, if he does not view you better than me though. Just know that. That's for his own enjoyment, right? So that he's not just hounding me all the time. So that I've got can do some of the things that I want to do in the world. But if I came to him and said I wanted to sleep with him instead of him dealing with you for that day, he'd choose me instead of you because I'm better looking than you. I smell better. I look better. I'm better. I'm a better woman. That's what the Israelite woman's gonna know in the kingdom. That's what they're gonna know. None of these heathen women are gonna be better than the Israelite woman in the kingdom. They look better. They look like they're a better option now, but that's because the Israelite woman's fallen so far that to do better than her, it doesn't mean nothing, man. To be more feminine than the Israelite woman right now doesn't mean nothing. It don't mean nothing, man. Because the Israelite woman's just being a demon. But when she starts fixing up, as all hell starts breaking loose, she's gonna start looking better again, man. And I just wanted to put this out there that the Edomite woman's not gonna be some princess over the Israelite woman. She's not, and her princess image is gonna be destroyed, man. Shalom to the elect.